I want to talk more about really how Ukrainians in general are coping with these hardships. We're joined now by familiar face Peter Zalmayev, who's the director of the Eurasia Democracy Initiative. He has been sheltering much of the day in a cafe in Kyiv because he has no power at home. I believe, Peter, you're no longer there, but you have electricity. But is this generator at this stage?
Yes, I'm on the 24th floor of the building where my TV studio, where I actually broadcast. I'm your colleague, and I work on Ukrainian TV. The whole building runs on powerful generators, and some of these critically important buildings that have TV studios and business offices, they have that. Others have gone dark. It's a kind of a situation where half the street, let's say, would be completely dark, and the other side is, has restaurants open, shops, etc. So it's a very uneven situation. Today, we started having water restored to most places, even though I think half of us still don't have access to water. But like you said, we're adapting. And one trick of adaptation I've learned is you have to get into that cafe early to get your spot, because for the rest of the day, if you're not early enough, you won't be able to have a comfortable seat.
And I don't know if you heard, just before we came to you, we gave you as a sense really of what we've been hearing and seeing in hospitals, operations taking place with torchlights. Just talk to us really about the impact this is having on medical infrastructure or on day-to-day life, because we have seen, of course, a devastating wave of Russian missile strikes in Ukraine for the past several days now.
Well, it's a very good question. So far, we have had several heroic stories where doctors have been able to perform their surgeries under very, very difficult conditions with flashlights, etc. So far, the system is holding. So far, we are coping. But, don't forget, this is only November the 24th. Yeah. It's 0 Celsius. And, the worst hasn't happened yet. It's, we've learned that Russians, it takes them about a week to 10 days to, get that rocket, their missile arrangement in order and to strike again. I think we can expect more of those, and so city authorities in Kiev and throughout the country are considering plans for partial or even full evacuation of cities if we enter a situation of a total blackout, which you cannot rule out.
Right, and where would people go? I mean, we heard the mayor of Kyiv saying yesterday that the city was bracing for the worst winter since the Second World War. I mean, what is the plan? If we're talking evacuation, where are they going?
Well, first of all, the folks who will remain in cities, Zelensky has mentioned that there are plans for these sort of warm-up spots, places where you can go and have access to the internet and be warm. And there are hundreds of those being prepared around the city. Those who will have to be evacuated, and those are the children with the elderly or small children, will have to go elsewhere in Ukraine where the situation is better, where it's not an obvious target for Russian missile strikes. There are those places being prepared right now, and some will have to, I'm afraid, once again leave Ukraine. And that is exactly what Vladimir Putin is counting on, that there will be another few million Ukrainians fleeing the country and becoming a burden on those societies in Europe, so that Europeans start pressing Ukrainians to come to the negotiating table on Russia's conditions.
Peter Zalmayev, do stay safe. Thank you very much for taking the time to speak to us. Thanks, Peter.